Welcome back to another episode of Super Sister Science, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
And today we're going to do a
catch-up
corner.
Catching up.
Catching up in the corner.
You're my friend. I'm your friend. Let's catch up. We're in a corner.
We're best friends in a corner. In the corner. Sometimes corners are used for punishment, but not today. It is for fun.
Friendship and fun in the corner today. We're having friendship and fun in the corner today.
I said
catching up today.
In the corner.
I like that we did not talk about that at all, and just as soon as you're like, it's catch up, we're doing catch up corner, I was like, oh, we have to sing.
Automatically new theme song.
We had to come up with a fully new theme song. I forgot that was part of it.
That was fun.
I'm worried that my beautiful new Halloween earrings are jangling in the mic. So I'm going to take them off, but for the viewers at home, I want you to get a good look at these.
I need everyone to know that Brooke bought these at a boutique fitness studio after we took a class together on Sunday. This place is called Killer Fitness in Burbank, California.
This is one of the things I wanted to talk about.
It is a year-round 80s horror film themed studio. Not just
ASMR, some earring ASMR.
Thank you. Not just seasonal. It is a year-round horror movie themed boutique fitness studio, which I think is hysterical.
It's amazing. And not only is it like a boutique fitness studio, but they also have a boutique inside the boutique fitness thing.
And I've never seen a better boutique inside of a boutique fitness studio.
And it's really a boutique. Because it's all scary movie stuff.
There was so much. Yeah, you could get like athleisure that was spooky themed, but also very 80s. So they had like high leg cut unitards.
Yes. The receptionist, if you will, was wearing like what she described as a prototype of a super high-waisted, amazing leotard that was like the Shining wallpaper, or like something from The Shining that is a pattern. I think it's the wallpaper. And then she was telling us that it's reversible. So the other side was like green and had all this other fun, spooky stuff.
A lot of neon there.
Yeah.
There was some Scream themed stuff, some Nightmare on Elm Street themed stuff.
Yeah.
You got those Halloween earrings.
And a shirt, which I'm very excited about and would have worn today.
Right.
But I wore it yesterday as soon as it was clean.
Tell us.
I'm going to tell you right now. It's got about 4 portraits of Jamie Lee Curtis on it. And it says Jamie Lee Curtis across the top in like the Halloween font. And then on the bottom it says The Nights She Survived. And it's like a portrait of her in prom night and a portrait of her in Halloween. And
Jamie through the years.
A few that I actually don't recognize. There's none of her in Freaky Friday, which is disappointing because she did survive that night.
Technically, she survived.
Oh, it also has a portrait of her. It's like very 80s style, and like all of the portraits are illustrations, and the shirt is like black and orange tie-dye. But one of the portraits of her, which I think this is what sold me, is her in the new Halloween trilogy, where she's like older and just like rocking that gray hair. And it's so good.
Trauma.
I loved that trilogy. Kind of shamelessly.
I think I maybe saw one of the new. When did that trilogy start?
Like 2017, I want to guess.
Then I probably saw the first one.
Yeah.
Where she's in a bunker.
Yeah.
I saw that one.
And Judy Greer is her daughter.
Yes. Yeah,
and she's like, you have to stop being crazy, Mom.
Yeah, I saw
and
that
then
one.
Michael comes back.
And I was underwhelmed.
Yeah. I just love a franchise so much.
Yeah.
I think if I had actually if I rewatched those now, I think I would be more underwhelmed. But at the time, I was kind of really new to slasher stuff in general. It was kind of my gateway drug.
I love that.
So I was really grateful for the shirt.
I
I love that shirt.
I think the lack of a mystery element keeps me from loving Halloween.
Yeah, I think that's so fair.
Because I love a slasher, but I specifically love a slasher mystery.
A whodunit.
A whodunit.
Yeah.
Which is why I love Scream so much.
Yeah.
But
you are making such a great distinction there.
Yeah. I'm not trying to look at just slashing for slashing's sake.
No.
I want to wonder.
Yeah.
I want to go, who?
Who is it?
Who and why?
And Halloween, the whole time, it's Michael Myers. Why? Because he's been crazy since birth, I guess?
And that's less interesting to me.
It really is. I did think that they were going to come up with some kind of like, I don't know, more of a nuanced backstory, but I don't think that happened.
I'll say the original is well made and it's important.
It's a classic.
Yeah.
It's
not bad.
It's influenced basically every horror, if not definitely slasher movie that came after it.
Yeah,
it's all of them.
It's important. I'm not going to knock it, but I don't think that it has legs for as many sequels.
There are a million sequels.
Right.
And also, okay, here's what I don't like about the Halloween franchise is that like nothing is canon. Like you have to kind of pick and choose like what. Like, the first sequel has Jamie Lee Curtis, and it expands more on the first. I have never seen it, but I think it's just Halloween 2.
Okay.
But it was, like, a couple years later. I think it's maybe set, like, immediately after.
Mm-hmm.
And she, like... Well, the one thing I know about it... This is a spoiler. Spoiler alert. Do you want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
Listeners, fast forward if you don't want to hear it. She finds out that she is Michael's sister.
What?
Yeah, which seems kind of interesting at least.
Yeah.
But I also am pretty sure that it's like people don't like it. I don't know.
So they were just like, actually forget that.
Forget that. And then there's like a whole series of Rob Zombie sequels that are like
which I saw in high school with my high school boyfriend. I remember seeing. But are they sequels or remakes? Because I think one is a remake.
Well, see, that's why it's so confusing.
Yeah.
It's like they're sequels as though the other sequels did not exist, and possibly it's also a remake with sequels.
Ugh.
So the only ones I've seen are the original, and then like in 2017 when they made like I can't believe they made 3 movies, and I watched all of them, but they made a trilogy that is like as though also none of the other movies happened.
And it's Michael Myers every single time.
Yes.
How does he die?
I actually don't remember.
You don't remember if Halloween Ends is the last one, right?
Uh-huh.
Halloween Ends for real.
I think he dies, but like with those movies, it's always kind of like he dies, and then at the very last second, you're like, but could he come back? Because he's like kind of paranormal in an unexplained way.
How old is that man?
Too old. At least as old as Jamie Lee Curtis. If not older.
Must be older.
He's already like in his 30s, probably when she's a teenager.
Right. So
when Laurie is a teenager.
30 years later, you're expecting me to believe that there's this like 60-plus-year-old man who is just invincibly chasing Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, we are supposed to believe that.
And
I don't.
That's not really something that I'm like trying to buy with my dollars that I've earned.
You're kind of talking me out of the Halloween franchise, but I'm not mad about it. I'm just like, damn, you're right. You're making a lot of good points.
And like you can, I
just haven't been thoughtful.
I don't mind if you love it.
I've actually been chomping at the bit for the past minute or so to ask you about Trick or Treat. Did you ever watch?
I just watched it. What, did we talk about this?
No, Joe and I just watched it like 2 nights ago.
I just watched it on HBO Max.
We had a blast.
I hated it.
I felt like you might. We
really okay.
We liked it, but the whole time I was going, why are you doing that? That doesn't make any sense to basically every character.
To every single character.
Yeah. The beginning where she's like, you know what? You go inside, watch porn. I'm just gonna clean up our whole front yard after we've been out drinking all night. And because my mom can't handle seeing Halloween decorations the next day, then don't invite your mom over on November 1st, first of all. That's the first problem. If you know she's going to have a fit about your Halloween decorations, also, if you don't like Halloween so much, why do you go crazy with all these decorations in your yard?
Right, because
none of it
this is
makes
why
sense.
I hate Halloween. What?
What?
Then why is your yard so Halloween?
It's deeply Halloween. And he's not even going to help her?
So weird.
It's so weird. But once I was like, I think I'm just not gonna agree with anything that these characters are doing. I'm just gonna like see kind of where the movie takes us. We ended up we're like Joe and I had kind of the same opinion. Didn't love the movie. Liked the movie.
Uh-huh.
It was so Halloween, which I really liked.
Yes.
Like it was so steeped in all of that, which
is the whole point.
the whole point.
Yeah.
And I had been craving that a little bit, I
Mhm.
think. So I was like,
Mhm.
I feel really satiated by that.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end, we were both like, that little pumpkin freak is awesome. We love him. We would do anything for him. His name is Sam, apparently.
I did see that after I kind of was I literally Googled, what is the point of trick or treat?
I did have to do some reading
Before it
afterwards
ended.
myself.
I was like, what's the point of this movie?
Were you watching it by yourself? Or were you watching it with
I
Vince?
started it by myself, and then Isabella came in at some point, and we were both like, what? And I think I was not giving it my undivided attention. So the anthology nature was kind of lost on me right away.
Yeah.
And then my inability to kind of lock into the narrative structure made me feel crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not something that, like, if you don't know what to expect, it's not something that you can't not pay attention to.
You have to pay attention to it. Because it is sort of a whodunit, but then, like, the who's doing it is, like, a tiny
Pumpkin child.
literal pumpkin creature. You finished it, right?
I did.
You got to the part where his little mask comes off and he's sort of like an alien underneath.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
I thought it was strange, frankly. I don't even know if I liked this decision. There was like all that comic book stuff up top.
Right.
And I was like, is this based on a comic book? Because also we thought it was a much older film. No, it's from 2009.
Yeah.
There's no predecessor. Like there are comic books, there were graphic novels that were made afterwards that are based on the movie.
So it was just like a weird design choice.
Yeah. But the reason that I liked this little crazy pumpkin creature so much was that he kills people like for not following the rules of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like his rules. Joe and I are people that would follow his rules. They're like, never burn out a jack-o'-lantern before midnight. Always wear a costume. Never hurt the innocent. Always check your candy. Always
don't take down your decorations early.
Yes, not before November 1st. And something else. But it was crazy. There were like so many like strange little mystery. I loved that those women who I thought were gonna die were just werewolves.
Yeah, that was fun. Werewolf vampires.
Fun.
That was fun.
That was fun. And like the people who I wanted to die did ultimately all perish.
The weird neighbor was too weird to me.
The serial killer, he was too weird.
He like made me too uncomfortable.
He was really bad when he was killing that kid.
I really
did
hated
not like that.
And then the mom's head in the basement that the kid is just okay with.
It's not the mom's head. That was the little kid who they had just killed.
It was a woman.
Really? I thought it was a child.
No, because the child is in the dirt grave.
Oh yeah, and they couldn't have cut off his head because
it was
he was
like
squirming.
His mom's. It was a woman's head.
Oh my god, I missed that.
I hated it.
It was bad.
And the kid is just like,
help me with thighs.
Like what?
Freak. Everyone in this town's freaky.
Freaky, too freaky.
You didn't like how freaky they were.
It was. I went, oh, ick. It just was like icky. It was icky.
It was a lot of icky.
And
that whole sequence was like truly gruesome.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The Brian Cox fight scene was fun.
Yeah. And I liked that he didn't. Because I was watching that scene and I was like, well, he's going to die. We saw him get attacked like earlier.
Right.
But I jumped ahead. Of course he gets attacked, but then he continues to fight him off. And I did think we were like, how is this going to resolve?
Mm-hmm.
And I found the resolution acceptable.
It was fine.
It was fine.
I didn't like it.
The candy offering
was
fun. That saved him.
See, I don't even remember that. I was too checked out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I did Google what is the point before that scene happened. Google was just like, the point of trick or treat is, the AI summary.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, the point of trick or treat is that it's an anthology about the rules of Halloween kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, anthology. Once I locked into that, I said, Oh, okay. Because I was like, who's the main character? What's this about?
no one's the main character. It's just everyone, the town. It's all happening
It's
at
about
once.
the town, which is fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You know what else we watched recently
What?
and loved?
What?
Blade.
Never seen.
Oh my god, you gotta see Blade.
Is Blade different from Blade Runner?
Yes. Completely different. Blade is a...
Blade is Wesley Snipes' vampire.
Yes.
Got it. Never
Yep.
seen. I've seen the cover of the movie.
It is awesome.
90s?
Yeah. Very,
The
very
best
90s.
decade film.
It's just everything you want from like a 90s vampire movie.
Great. I'll watch it.
Great. I won't say another word. No
Oh my
face
god.
move.
I have to tell you about. Okay, so I was just in
Yeah.
Big Bear.
Yeah, please, let's talk about real stuff.
The first night in Big Bear, Vince and I were getting a drink at this bar restaurant, and we were sitting next to this guy who just starts talking to us. Fine. I like talking to people sometimes on vacation, you know? But he was this priest getting his PhD in psychology in
What?
California, but is based in Austin. I don't know.
The
And
look I'm giving you right now, I
he-
do not trust this man.
He's from Austin. And I was like, oh, we were just there. And he was like, oh, for the F1 racing?
He's a priest from Texas? This is a bad start.
Yeah. And he was like, were you there for F1? And we were like, no, we were there for a film festival. And turns out this priest getting his PhD in psychology from Texas is also a huge film snob. So we were subjected to his bad opinions for a really long time.
Dude, that
'Cause-
sucks.
You know, Fantastic Fest is a horror genre film festival.
Okay.
That Vince's film that he produced and acted in was made its
Yes.
world premiere there. So this priest loves horror movies.
Okay.
Cool. So we start talking about it, and we were like, "Oh, what are the great horror movies that we've seen this year?" And I was like, "Sinners, of course." And he was like,
Mhm.
"I hated it. I hated Sinners."
I don't even want to talk to you if you are saying that.
Instant no for me.
You hated it? There wasn't one thing you liked about that movie?
He's like listing off just like bad opinions about it. And to me, I instantly checked. I was like, this man cannot salvage himself with me.
Mm-mm.
Instantly, you're a bad person. And because Sinners is technically perfect.
Mhm.
The script is amazing. It is a character drama for 75% and then like a high octane horror movie for the last
Yes.
25%. The acting is amazing. The writing is amazing. It makes you fucking feel something because they've developed the characters so incredibly. It looks beautiful. The themes are so thoughtful. It is so
Mhm.
rooted in such a specific time and place in America. It
Mhm.
says so much about race and religion and art.
Mm-hmm.
And for you to be like, I hated it.
Also, like, for a priest who's studying psychology and likes horror films to be like, I didn't like Sinners?
What?
What are you doing?
He brought up something else later, but I was so checked out from him.
Yeah, at that point, you're
That I
like,
just let Vince kind of talk to him mostly.
Mhm.
And he brought up something later and kind of jokingly referenced Salud.
Sorry, I'm allergic to that man's opinion.
Yeah. He kind of jokingly referenced his opinion about Sinners and how I didn't like it. And I said to his face, I said, oh yeah, you lost all credibility with me.
Good.
Because also his reactions to some of my opinion,
It was just
it was
not.
so clear we are very different people with very different tastes, and you're a racist.
Yeah.
If you are an American person and you watch Sinners and you don't like it, you are anti-black.
Yeah, that's the only reason
You're
that
anti-black.
I can think of. And everything else is just what people say when they go, I'm not racist.
What?
I just didn't like how the story was about someone who didn't look like me.
It was so crazy. When he left, I also texted Vince during the interaction saying, please, he needs to leave. He
Yeah.
kept like almost leaving. I was like, leave.
Oh my God.
But also you could tell, like, we had different opinions about things because I was like, oh, Scream is my favorite. And he was like, oh. I was like, 90s is the best decade for film. And he was like, oh, really? Like, really didn't agree with me on kind of anything.
Ugh.
And when he left, I told Vince, I was like, that's what it's like to be on a bad date with a man. Just so you know.
Just so you know, Vince.
That's what it's like to go on dates with men.
Yeah, not even a bad one necessarily. Just sometimes a regular one. I mean, they're all bad.
I mean, that was bad
That was
because I
bad.
hated him.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
As soon as he said he didn't like Sinners, I was like, you have no credibility. And you're anti-black.
This guy's pissing me off.
So I had to bring him up real quick.
Yeah. Can you tell me about the rest of your trip?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Big Bear is so lovely.
I've never been.
Mountain town.
Cute.
Mostly west, just north of here. 2-hour drive. High up in the
Mostly
mountains.
west?
Mostly east.
Oh my God.
So
sorry to
sorry.
call you out. I just
No,
was like,
you had to say that. Yeah, it's
how
in the
could that
ocean.
be?
Mountain town in the ocean.
Huh.
It's like
It's just past Malibu in the ocean.
5,000 feet in the air. So sorry, everyone.
That would be
East.
really fucking sick if it was just a mountain coming out of the
That would be
ocean.
awesome.
I mean, that's an island, I guess. We should go to the Channel Islands sometime.
What's
anyway.
that?
Oh, there's some cutie little islands on off the coast of, well, here.
Catalina?
Yeah. Catalina's one of them, I think.
Oh, there are more?
And then there are more. But I think Catalina is the biggest one.
Cool.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. Tell me about Big Bear.
So directly east, a little bit north, high up the mountain. Air thin. So thin. So thin, so dry.
Could barely breathe.
Could barely breathe.
Whoa.
And we did a hike.
Mm.
And I said,
And we had just done a accidentally super hard cardio kickboxing class the day before, which was not cardio kickboxing, but was kind of just like actual kickboxing technique. And we were both so sore. I slept
in the
whole
horror
day.
studio.
In the horror studio, of course.
Every single muscle in my back was sore because I was holding 2-pound weights for every single like punch and drill.
Yeah.
So my entire back was worked.
Fuck.
In a great way.
Yeah.
But when I woke up, I was like, what? I feel crazy
What have I
because
done?
just my back is just like,
Nothing else.
nothing else.
Ah.
Just my back felt so crazy. My shoulders too a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So I loved our trip to Big Bear because Vince and I are always taking a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Palm Springs,
known for
Santa
it.
Barbara, we're known. Or little day trips to Ojai, etc. Big Bear, we had 2 nights. Big Bear was my favorite of our trips because we got to do so much place-based activities. Like it felt so
Fun.
specific to the place that we were in.
Mm-hmm.
We're going on a hike. We're sitting by the lake and enjoying the view. The second day was my favorite. We got up, we got breakfast, and then went to the Alpine Zoo. So there is this great little zoo in Brighton, Big Bear,
What?
that
For animals?
rescues animals mostly native to the area. So they're all animals who have had negative human wildlife interaction, so they've been rescued.
Oh.
And they live in this zoo, and all of the donations and ticket sales go towards their veterinary bills and
Oh my
conservation
God.
and stuff. So great little place.
So sweet.
We got to see black bears. We saw a grizzly bear
Oh
just
my
walking around.
God.
Amazing. It was amazing.
Walking around.
We saw foxes.
What is the vibe of the zoo? Is it like very like talk to me about the structures and the enclosures? Like is it kind of like a big open space where all the animals go?
No,
Or-
not everyone is cohabitating. But it
Great.
was interesting to see which animals they did choose to put together.
Hmm.
So sometimes you had the same animals in separate enclosures, and then sometimes you had
Okay.
some animals mixed together.
Interesting.
Like the crow and the turkey vulture
okay.
were hanging out.
Okay.
For example.
That's sweet.
Yeah. So there were some birds. There was a great horned owl, a crow, a raven, a turkey vulture. We saw raccoons wrestling over a paper sack of grapes.
No,
Amazing.
that's so
I saw a baby
cute.
fox just kind of like laying down. The black bears were just taking naps. So freaking cute. One of the bears, we don't know which one, but one of the bears was called Pooh. And she was rescued after she broke into a honey factory. Or like a honey place.
That's so funny.
Are you kidding me? The baby fox just kind of curled up and looking was so freaking cute.
I can't
I
imagine.
loved the raccoons. There was a snow leopard. I think that was the only one that was not native to the area or North America in general, but there was a snow leopard there just taking a nap.
They ended up there somehow.
Awesome.
Yeah. Really awesome. Wow.
The grizzly bear was really like the coolest thing to see for me, I think.
So big?
Not as big as I thought.
Wow.
Maybe if he was like standing at full height.
He was on fours.
He was just kind of like plodding around, looking at the bear's claws. I saw a bald eagle.
Oh my god.
Never seen a bald eagle before.
They're bald, huh?
Yeah, I saw a golden eagle, just huge.
Golden eagle, what's the difference? Not bald?
Not bald. Enormous. Wow. Just kind of being there. So we saw all these great animals.
That was really nice.
Really fun. And then we went to this really interesting recreational area.
Okay.
Called Magic Mountain. No relation to Six Flags at Magic Mountain in Santa Clarita.
I cannot handle that.
But there's an alpine slide that was closed.
Okay.
Vince has done that before. I didn't get to do it.
What the hell is an alpine slide?
Can't really describe it because I haven't done it.
Don't then.
But they had go-karting, which we did not do. They had mini golf, which we did not do. They had a mine shaft roller coaster. So we were all in our individual little like seats.
Hello.
Buckled in. With levers that controlled our speed and brakes. So
God.
it automatically took us to the top of the mountain area. And then once we got to the top, we were instructed to like push forward to accelerate. And then we just like zoomed all around. And then it took us up a second peak. And then we just zoomed all. The second one was so fast that I actually had to like brake. I was like, "Wah!"
So you were in separate little like cars?
Yeah.
And they were not connected? Like,
no.
What would happen if you accidentally bumped into the person in front of you?
Well, they had rules to like maintain 80 feet between.
Oh, so you guys had a lot of space. So you were like kind of doing your own individual.
You're doing your own little individual roller coaster. And there was a camera right there recording you the whole time. So then they gave us little cards at the end so we could preview the videos. We could have spent more money.
That's so funny.
To like buy them. But it was really fun. And what we loved about the coaster was that it took us all around. We saw great views. It was really fun. It was long.
It's not
there were
in a
two
shaft.
peaks. No. So it was like out in the...
That is much less scary.
No, it wasn't dark at all. That was really fun.
It's beautiful.
And then we did this thing called Soaring Eagle, which we just sat side by side in a little hanging chair. And we're like, what's about to happen? We had no idea what was about to happen. And we just shot backwards and upwards. Shoomp.
In a chair.
In a chair. It was like high up. And I'm glad that we were buckled in so tightly because I could have imagined like slipping forward and falling to my death. Because you're just
so
seatbelted into this little chair. Side by side. Because we had little handles.
I guess.
And then we hung there high in the air. You could see the lake, Big Bear Lake. And then it shooped us down.
I'm scared.
And to the point where it got really fast at the end.
It sounds like
and I was like,
terror hotel, haunted mansion.
No, because it wasn't straight up and down. It was like a curve.
Okay.
Like you were curving
like one of those big
back
ships.
and up.
Okay,
Yeah. And then you hang and then shoom. And then they have to break you so hard that you're like,
that's so
then you're done. I screamed.
You loved it.
And I loved it. That was so fun.
Yeah.
So doing the zoo and these weird little rides with a beautiful view
So nice.
was really great.
Well, and this is your first time doing your new rule of like minimum 2 nights, right?
Yes.
So I feel like that probably had a lot to do with it. You were able to accomplish so much more.
Yeah, and take our time, and it was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I'm in a fight with the gluten-free restaurants of Big Bear because I researched a lot to see where I could eat.
Yeah, you have to.
And there seemed to be a great restaurant that had so many, kind of like an option for me for every single item, which is so rare.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be open. We like drive in, we're going to have breakfast there, and it was like closed for maintenance.
And they had
Sad.
nothing about it on their website, I'm sure.
No, just had like a chain on the patio that said closed for maintenance. Open like Wednesday at 11.
Gone.
That's now.
That's right now. It was an hour ago.
We're gone. And so that was really devastating. And then we got a really subpar breakfast
That sucks.
at a place.
And today you came in, you mentioned the experience you had this morning at that cafe, which was also like that you went in and you were like, oh, do you have gluten-free items? And they were like, only on weekends.
Right. Also, the thing with me and
Ugh.
Vince is that we have Monday, Tuesday off, and we work in restaurants. And the thing is, a lot of restaurants are closed on Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Imagine that.
So oftentimes we can't go to places we want to go because our days off are also the days off of other people in the industry.
So annoying.
Which happened last night. I was also really excited about this other restaurant called the Moonridge Room
Sounds cute.
that had what was people online were like, all of the stuff is fried in a separate fryer, which is so rare that I can eat fried foods out that's not fried in contaminated oil.
I know that life.
And that was really exciting to me. And also the menu is clearly labeled, like most of the menu is gluten-free or able to be like have a gluten-free bun or something.
And what happened?
And so the website hours were a little strange, but I was like, okay, closed Monday and Wednesday, but open Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
We drive over there. I'm so excited for dinner. Looking at the menu, I'm going, yum, yum, yum. We get there. It's dark. No one's in the parking lot. Okay. I get out. I'm like, I just have to look.
Yeah.
And the hours are open Thursday through Sunday. So there's this random typo on Google.
That says they're open on Tuesdays when they're not.
So my two exciting options
That sucks.
were not available to me.
They were ripped from you.
But I will say that the best restaurant we went to is also technically the best, the highest reviewed restaurant in the state of California is in Big Bear.
Huh?
And it's called Tropicali. And it's like kind of like a fast casual Hawaiian style poke place.
Okay.
The entrance to the restaurant is an enormous shark mouth. So you're walking
Sounds
through this shark
amazing.
mouth, and then the inside is decked out. Like you would have lost your mind. The theming was amazing. Everything was so
Oh my
eclectic and weird and cool and tiki.
That sounds awesome.
And you could sit on the patio and have a view of the lake.
Oh,
And the food was amazing.
damn.
And it is like the highest reviewed restaurant in California, the
That
state of California.
is-
Like a 4.9 star on Yelp. 4.9
Yeah, is it on Yelp or is it like
On
across
Yelp,
all-
on Yelp.
Okay.
on Yelp.
Still. That's like where most people leave ratings.
Yeah. It was legitimately great, and it had great gluten-free options.
That's awesome.
And
I bet they'd have an option for me.
probably. I hope so.
I hope so.
So
A lot of people marinate their poke in garlic.
I couldn't have the poke because that like soy sauce.
Oh, yeah.
But they had other bowls.
Then
for
I'll
me.
I'll have something else.
You can have
A
something else.
Tropicali, I'll have a bowl of rice.
Yeah. They had like waffle stuff. They had sandwiches. You could easy.
Waffle
I
stuff?
don't know. I mean, I didn't look at that.
Yeah.
Obviously, I didn't look at
No.
the poison page.
You said waffle, not for me.
Not for me. But that was really great.
That
Big
sounds
Bear,
nice.
not a food town,
No.
but randomly has the best restaurant in California.
See, that's what doesn't make sense to me. I wonder if part of it is that like Tropicali is great and it's like so obviously the best restaurant in Big Bear that everyone who's going there is like leaving 5
Yes.
stars being like, this is the best food I've had all weekend.
That
And now
probably
it's
skews it, yeah,
accrued.
because they have no competition.
It's accrued so many ratings from all these people who are coming just from out of town.
And they want to go there because
Yeah.
ratings beget visits, begets ratings.
We figured them out.
And I did think it was smart because, I mean, clearly they have a good system if they're not getting bad reviews. Like, clearly the service is good. Like, the system works. But also it's so incredibly designed that you know it's just like that kind of place that people will market for them. Like on Instagram.
Oh,
you know that they're like taking pictures and marketing for them.
Yes. God, I
Brilliant.
would give anything to see that production design. Did you take some fun pics?
No. I took a picture of the shark. I'll show you the shark.
The shark.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the shark.
Yeah, Big Bear was fun. And then we ended up going to this pretty popular Nepalese Indian restaurant.
Oh.
Which I really enjoyed.
Great.
And I randomly saw a friend from college there. I looked over and I'm like, Mitch? Also, he is a twin. And I saw him and I had to make the snap judgment of, are you Mitchell or are you Brandon?
And which one was it?
I guessed right. It was Mitch. Yes. I can tell them apart, but the pressure
you haven't
of
seen
right
them
away
in years,
and they're
I
not
imagine.
together. It's like it's easier for me to tell when they're together.
Of course.
But separate, I go, and I haven't seen them in years. I follow both of them on Instagram.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
But then to be
what
like,
was he doing there?
He's there for work. Huh. He was like, oh yeah, we just he works for this like company. He was like, oh, we just opened a hotel.
Oh.
And Vince and I had just been at the hotel to get cocktails.
Oh.
And we're like, oh, we were just there.
What a
It's
delight.
like, yeah, check us out next time.
What's the hotel?
Hotel Marina Riviera.
Okay.
It's right there on the water.
Sounds like a Marina Riviera to me.
Yeah, we sat at a fire pit and had some cocktails.
Oh.
Nice.
Thanks, Mitch.
Thanks, Mitch. Anyway, that was kind of fun. It's just so crazy. Why, like, the smallest freaking world.
Yeah, that's really
And you're just randomly in the
wild.
same mountain town on a Tuesday night seeing
That's
a person from
so-
college.
That's so weird, but cool weird.
Yeah.
But ugh.
I do feel like I'm always like, oh, I went to college with that person. Like, I feel like my
You did
entire
go to
class
college with
is
everyone.
in Los Angeles.
They kind of are. So is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really feel that way in Chicago, but now that I'm here, I'm like, yeah, I went to school with everyone here.
Yeah.
Every single person who lives here. Either I went to school with them or you did. Speaking of cool restaurants, you know where I went last Friday.
Tom!
Mhm.
Vandy. Ugh, I haven't been there. You hadn't been there.
I had not been there, no. And it was really last minute that we went. Like,
I know.
it was-
I just couldn't get there.
no. And it was like a split second. I think the only reason that we got the invitation, Joe is literally hanging shelves on the wall. For the listeners, the context is that our friends who we mentioned last week who started watching Vanderpump Rules and now are both deeply invested in it, were like getting out of a show near Tom Tom, realized they were near Tom Tom, and we're like, fuck it. We're going to go get a drink. Come if you want. And Joe and I were home, but his best friend from college, he went to school with someone who now lives here. Everyone you went to school with lives in LA.
Everyone's in LA.
He was coming over just to like hang out, but we had not really made a plan. And it is a Friday night. And when he came over, we were like, you've never seen this show. Or like, actually, he's seen the first couple episodes of Vanderpump Rules.
And stopped?
I guess he was busy. I don't know.
It feels untrustworthy to me.
It doesn't feel right. I'm going to ask him to continue.
Vanderpump Rules is so addictive.
He liked it.
That last night, I logged into Peacock on my phone, propped up my cell phone, and Vince and I watched Vanderpump Rules in bed from my cell phone. We had to watch it so bad. Like, stopping after the first few episodes doesn't make any sense to me.
No, you're right. It's not to be trusted.
Vince was a little girl at a sleepover. He was like, we had to lay like this. He was on his tummy, kicking his feet. Like, eat chippies. He was clapping his little hands because he got to eat Ruffles and watch Vanderpump Rules.
That sounds so good.
It was cute.
Go
on, sorry.
Well, I was gonna ask, what part are you guys on?
We just kind of
You just met Lala, right?
we met Lala and we just had the weird group intervention for Shay and his pill addiction.
Dude, it's so weird.
And Sheena is like, I can't be with someone who's sober, and we're gonna go to the gym 5 days a week and eat healthy.
The way she handles his addiction is she should be ashamed.
I think
frankly.
she is.
Good.
I hope she is. It is so
it's
like
shameful. It's really hard to watch. It's one of the hardest things to watch.
Her opinions and her ignorance.
If we eat egg whites, it'll just go away.
Like, what?
You're not in this together, honey.
He doesn't have to go to rehab. Okay. He's taking 10 Vicodin a day, but doesn't have to go to rehab. Fine.
Yeah, fine. So you're at a really good part of the show.
We're in a great part of the show. Yeah, Kristen and James just broke up.
Oh, spit on the door? Or is that later?
Not yet. We haven't gotten there.
That part is
my
amazing.
God.
That's like I think a fight they have when he like comes to pick up his stuff or something.
Yet to be seen.
God, it's delicious.
So goody. Yum, yum. So Tom, you're at Tom.
So Tom, we were at Tom. It was pretty wild. The design was reminiscent of the other Vanderpump venues that we've been to, like in Vegas, but also the clock motif was out of control. Clocks and gears everywhere.
Gears I knew, okay, but clocks.
I think the gears are meant to be like the inside of a clock, but maybe not.
Why are clocks?
I'm trying to remember if I even saw a clock there, but I feel like there was a big clock, but I can't remember. Everything is a blur. It's all just like dark browns and like velvets, and like the booth, the most uncomfortable piece of furniture I'll ever experience.
Really?
It was like we were at a table in the front. We took a little tour of the whole place. It's not very big, and I think they've absorbed Pump and done a lot of like weird. So you can't like. I really wanted to see if I could see the like Pump bar where Tom Schwartz like has a nervous breakdown, but
which is
like,
on a patio.
Which is on a patio, but the patio seems to be like kind of covered and like in a like arranged totally differently. So I don't know. I don't know if like part of it is closed, or if it's like seasonal, whatever. But the gears are like moving, which is very. There's like behind the bar. There's like a wall of like just like animated like 3D gears just like going behind all. It's kind of like being at Disney World. I think it's really fun. The bartender was nice, normal. He did convince Joe, who was very easy to convince, to get a pitcher of pumptinis.
That's hilarious.
So everyone except for me was drinking pumptinis, and I was drinking my little tequila soda, having a great time. It was really funny and stupid and fun, and the DJ was popping off, playing basically every song you could think of. It was sort of like it was like sensorially very overwhelming.
Amazing.
But I kept feeling like I didn't expect to feel so starstruck by a location, especially one that I had like not really seen the interior of very much. But like it just
they spend those weird post-COVID seasons there.
You could see like where Tom and like Sandoval and Stassi, like Stassi screams at Sandoval, or like
the book
thing. Like we were like sitting right in that area,
which
is really because that's like right by the entrance.
That's how I felt in Sir.
Yes, I wish I had more of. I really want to go back to Sir and have a more of a cocktail time. The best part was after like a couple drinks we'd been hanging out, the Sir servers all got off their shifts and came over to Tom Tom to party. So there were all these like young hot people that I've never seen before in
their
my life,
Sir
in their uniforms. It was
which
like,
was what
amazing.
What kind of dress?
The women, I feel like honestly it might have been like bartenders even, because like I just remember the polos, and I feel like they're maroon with like
interesting
the Sir logo, and then Big Sir on the back, and I don't remember what the women were wearing.
Amazing.
I just can't even remember. Maybe there weren't any women from SUR there, or maybe they had already changed.
Wow.
It was just a blur of like young, hot service workers who want to be on reality TV, and maybe are, because I don't know who is in the cast for season 12. So I might have been looking at someone and just didn't. I think I might have taken a secret video to like reference later.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And then
How fun.
and then we went dancing at
Where?
like I don't know what it was called. I know that we dropped our stuff off in Bella's car, and then we walked through a big vampire mouth and paid $10 to get in, and then was in this like labyrinthian West Hollywood. It feels very much like Boys Town. It feels very much like going out dancing in Boys Town. It's like very, but like even less.
But you were in the straight parts. Was this dance place gay?
Yes.
Okay.
Tom Tom was very straight, but no, the vampire mouth was very gay. So gay, in fact, that I'm just remembering how many men were hitting on Garrett. Someone actually tried to kiss him on the lips. And he mentioned later.
I didn't know Garrett was there.
Oh, yes, he was the friend. Sorry, I didn't reference him by name earlier. I referenced him
so
by...
Garrett came along.
Garrett came along.
Oh, I didn't know.
Garrett showed up, and he was like, oh, I was actually going to suggest, see if you guys wanted to get a drink or something, because I'm really itching to go out. And we were like, well, okay, great. We'll go to West Hollywood. It was his first time in West Hollywood, period.
Yeah.
And he was like, what is it like? And in my mind, West Hollywood is so synchronous with gay, like capital G, white, cis.
Gay.
I forgot that he like wouldn't know that. So I was describing like other parts of it. Like I was like, there's lots of like billboards, and it's like really bright lights, and it's like party vibes, and like people are going out and like blah blah blah. And we went to the next club, and Garrett was like, oh, is West Hollywood really gay? And we were like, yes, we forgot to tell you.
It's gay.
It's gay. And someone's trying to kiss him.
What? Amanda's actually trying to kiss him. Like, wait, is West Hollywood gay?
Wait, is West Hollywood gay? Anyway,
that's awesome.
Very fun. We danced and danced. And
was this Vampire Mouth seasonal? Was it a pop-up vampire mouth?
It was a vampire. It was a vampire mouth. Yeah, no, it was seasonal.
Got it.
It was
not
some
a
kind of
vampire.
No, I don't think so. It was just some kind of like labyrinthian club. It had like.
Is it the Abbey?
No, it was not the Abbey. I marked that. I said, we can't go there. Mm-hmm. We'll get drugged. Even though we didn't even get drinks at the second place. We just danced. We just sweated out all the pumptinis, and then
I wasn't even thinking about the Abbey because of being drugged. I was thinking about the Abbey because that's the scene of one of the crimes.
Of course.
Oh, the Vanderpump crimes.
It would have been a really perfect Vanderpump night.
Yeah.
You're right. On Sunday, I went to our friend Samantha's album release party / show. It was her debut album, her debut full-length album.
Yes.
And she performs under Samantha Margaret, and her album came out like a week and a half ago or something.
And we listened to some of the songs together.
Yeah, they're good. She's good. Not even like she's my friend, so I like her music, but I was like,
no,
this is good. Extremely high production value, really fun. The whole album is like a real treat to listen to, and it's only like 39 minutes or something. It's like
easy,
such an easy listen, such a bop. Really fun stuff. And the show was her playing the whole album with a band, so it was really sick. And Calico Spritz did a little performance to one of the songs, which was really fun to see.
Performance.
Yep.
Oh,
really cool. And there were some people there who like are her friend outside of burlesque, did not know that she was performing, and have never seen her do burlesque before.
What? How?
So it was because they're like friends of a friend, like they're just like friends with her in other contexts, I guess, and like haven't gone to one of her shows because they're not as good of friends as us, I guess.
I don't know.
But it was really incredible to watch. It was very cool, and the whole show was awesome. But my cancer moment of the week would have been when we got there. So it was in like a recording studio, or no, I'm sorry, it was in a record store. Absolutely not a recording studio.
Different.
Just a completely different kind of space. A place where you buy records. And they had these like one of the wall was like blue curtains because behind the wall was like the full band and essentially like the stage. But the area where there was like room for people to sit was just kind of set up to be like very loungy. There was like a couch and a coffee table and then like a chair kind of facing like the coffee table, and like it wasn't really conducive for like, let's sit down and watch this show over here. But there were like some stacks of chairs here and there, and this was like show starting maybe like 10 minutes or so. We're
I
like
see where this is going.
milling about. And then there's like a bunch of records, and like there's a merch table and like a place where you can get like drinks and stuff. And so we like get our merch, we say hi to our friends. I'm talking to Samantha's husband, who's delightful, and he more or less, but probably less, gave me permission to just sort of like go crazy with the chairs, because we were like, oh, where is this performance gonna be, like where can we sort of sit to kind of like get the best view, basically, because no one had really started sitting down yet, but people had like started putting their stuff in like chairs and stuff. So I was like, we gotta figure this out. And he was like, oh, it's gonna be over here, like, but there are these like stacks of chairs over there, you can feel free to just like use those. Then I began what was like a sort of full team overturn of the space which I didn't really intend to, but I was just like, okay, like I think I'll move. I like started pulling out some chairs, and then like some of our other friends who we were all trying to sit together were like, oh, like what about this, or like, oh, well, if you're there then you won't really be. And I was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna start really moving things around. And actually Bella was like, oh, we could move this here, and like truly just moved so many things. But then we created like 3 beautiful, like loungy, comfortable rows of chairs for everyone to just kind of casually sit and enjoy the show. And everyone said, thank you.
Of course.
And I said,
of course, honeys.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And thank God for you.
And then I actually even like moved. There was this setup that didn't make any fucking sense. It was like it was off to the side. It was a full table and then 2 seats on either side, like as though you were to sit down and have a cup of coffee or whatever. That's not what this event is. And then there was like a guest book for people to sign on the table. Meanwhile, there was another table by the door and the guest book was actually like an email newsletter sign-up sheet for the venue, not for Samantha.
Oh.
And then nearby, there was another table with like a little lamp and a bunch of tote bags that were also for the venue for sale. You know what I did? Scooted over the tote bags, moved the guest book to that table. It looked better, and it freed up a table so people could put their drinks down in the cozy lit. And then we stole both of the seats and put them. Jesus. It was just so easy.
And why didn't they just do it before?
I don't know.
It's so easy to be comfy.
It's so easy just to be comfy and like give people what they need.
Totally.
Because like it would have been fine if people stood. Like I probably would have been nice to stand for some of the show, honestly. But I had just taken that crazy class and every bone in my body was sore.
Right, that day.
Oh my God,
that morning.
Right. I was not going to stand.
What felt sore in your body?
Every muscle. Basically every muscle in my body was sore.
I need the listeners to know that you were also in Crocs for this class.
Everyone else was in sneakers and I was in my hiking Crocs, which do have a reinforced sole, better grip, and a Velcro adjustable action strap.
Yeah. It didn't seem like it was the best shoe to be agile, though.
No, they're heavy.
It's not an agility shoe.
No, they're very heavy. Oh, I was also like, those kicks were crazy because I was doing a couple where I was like, I'm definitely hyperextending my knees. I'm just like flinging my foot. And then I was like, stop doing that. So then I was like going much slower and doing like smaller kicks, but it was still, I just was so sore. I slept all day Monday. I could not. I was like exhausted.
Yeah, you texted me that you've been sleeping since class, and I was like, I just took a hike.
Yeah.
But every bone in my back hurts.
We keep getting interrupted, so we're just gonna end the episode here.
Yeah, we'll be back on the mic in a couple days with a special guest.
Stay tuned. And meanwhile,
follow us on all the things. Listen to all the things.
Enjoy the song. Bye, Star
Bye,
Babies.
Star Babies. Send us a message, drop us a line.
Review and subscribe, leave us a 5.
Stars if you can, and I know that you can.
Tell your friends and download it again.
Super Sister Signs, Super Sister Signs, Super Sister Signs.